There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders.
Right now, 185. Watch the pass.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
The first carry now for Doug Martin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And that's a run that will energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Carr. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Carr. That is caught inside the 5. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
They'll run. Martin. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 2nd down and goal. Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders! Luke Wilson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
Cards pass complete to Luke Wilson. Touchdown, Oakland.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Dawson able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
58, 54. Here we go.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. And the Raiders have got him. Credit the sack to Brandon Marshall.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys didn't come out of the gate. I know I offered my help with a few.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Raiders, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Carr now to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Play action. Now it's Carr. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. First down. Here's the run with Martin. Martin flexing the muscle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down, Raiders.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They run. Martin. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 41-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Catch made right side by Wilson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. These two teams all tied after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. First down, Martin. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch the slant.
Here's Carr to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
To throw his car. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Now Dawson for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Well, a couple of good division battles coming up in primetime this weekend, starting tonight with Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Then tomorrow on Monday night, it's the defending champs, the Patriots, on the road at MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets. 2 not to miss to close out Week 6. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones, 76 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. He's got a man, complete. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw, it's Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. Out to the right here to Wilson. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away.
Let's go, baby. 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
From the 16, Rodgers looking deep for Adams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
All day, all day. 58. 54 miles. Back one.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Keep playing. Check, walk 54, walk 54. Stop your whining. Mike spot 4, Mike.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
I'm coming.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
319. 54 miles. Hey, we got this. Hey, watch that.
Rodgers going to throw. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. First target, first catch, and a first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
It's our time. It's our time.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. There goes a deep ball. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Geronimo Allison. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back.
And now it's blocked. This is going the other way. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And plays up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on the Raiders' big money man, the free agent tackle Trent Brown. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ready?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
You think you won't get this?
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Rodgers now to throw. And left side here, it's Graham. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Lieutenant, 158. Pick it up, pick it up. Back north. Check, crunch. Hey, screen again.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead and run it anyway because that's...
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Focus, defense, focus.
Get 300. Get 300.
Mike's by 4.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
First down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch tight, tight ends right. Watch tight, tight ends right. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Now Carr. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The final shot here before half for Carr. It's a screen to Richard. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Go!
At their own 30-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Check tight. Check your hot read.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Rodgers completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Watch 54. I got you, punk. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Check, 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 check.
Rodgers now on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. The give is to Jones. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Rodgers.
Here we go.
And Adams has it, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Rodgers now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
We go, we go. Right there, 54. 54.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Forced it. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Local over here. Check that.
They run with a fullback now. This is Dan Vitale. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Crunch time, defense. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Taco Charlton able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that
Come on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They try to fire up the running game with Martin. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Watch the run! Watch the run!
Again, it's Martin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Down! 180! Safety! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Go team! Check 3! Check 3!
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Watch the pass! Watch the pass!
Carr going to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Antonio Brown with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Dawson tacks on the point after, and that will get him one closer. Back now at Lambeau, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. On play action, Rodgers. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Vontaze Burfict able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and long.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and forever. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All day, every day, any day. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now Rodgers. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He got 29 yards that time.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got him in open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. Throwing now is Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Down.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Exit, exit.
Check the backer, check the backer. Raider 2.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Man open left side is Brown. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Following the penalty, Martin. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long, and you know this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Carr. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And that is incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 55 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. And they'll start the drive here with an end around. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Carr. Incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
To throw again. Carr. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Raiders.
Carr now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, 734.
Now Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Carr. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Throwing on first down is Carr. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Carr to throw again. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Let's go.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. An attempt carry here for Martin. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
At the Packers' 10-yard line.
From the 10-yard line, here's 2nd and goal. Carr. He's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ryan Grant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Dawson able to connect on the extra point. And that will shave 1 more off this lead.
Raiders 30.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Oh, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On second down now, it's Williams. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers! Jamal Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Right down. Right 85.
Hey, let's get in that hole.
Carr now on first down. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. Ryan Grant, the intended target. 3rd down here.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Caught. Left side, Williams. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
18, 54. Let's get the ball.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
On the keeper. It's a loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.